Welcome back everybody, Danny here, time for another video. And as you can see today we are on Mud Runner, and this is a game by the same devs that made the game Spintires. Now this is a game that I liked a lot. It was one of my favorites. I think I only did one or maybe two videos on the channel with Spintires, but now they've recently released this, I think basically just a slightly different version of the same game, and it is now available on consoles as well as PC. So those of you that watch my videos that are mainly on console, you have access to this game, and from what I can tell, it is exactly the same regardless of where you end up playing it. Now, if you are an off-road enthusiast or have ever considered playing around in an off-road game or doing that in real life, this is in fact a simulation. It's not a racing game, but of all the off-roading games I have ever played, this simulates the real thing the best, and that's something I have a lot of experience with in real life. I've built several Jeeps, and I've had a lot of fun off-roading in my life in my earlier days. I don't do much of it anymore, but a game like this gives me an opportunity to go back to the fun that I had back then, and it's very, very realistic. So yeah, we're just going to check it out. I am going to do some gameplay of this game, and I am going to release it on the channel. And also wanted to say really quick, I know it's been a couple of days since I have posted a video. That is because we had a lot of stuff going on. Me and my wife, we had an anniversary recently. So there was just a couple of days where we had a whole lot of stuff going on, and I just didn't have an opportunity to make any videos. But we're back now, hopefully back to our regular schedule, our regularly scheduled program here. And I think what we're going to do first is we're going to check out, the game recommended that we check out some of these challenges. So the very first challenge we have is the rig, and it says pick up a trailer, then drive the rig to a small town. Bonus objectives: don't damage your vehicle or any other vehicle, don't drive in the opposite road lane, and use the cockpit camera when driving with the trailer. Now, I don't know if I'm going to use the cockpit camera. In my experience from playing the regular standard Spintires game, it is more fun when you can actually see outside of the vehicle, because you can line up your, you can line the truck up better with obstacles that are in your way when you're using the exterior camera, which, believe it or not, is more closely related to real life, because in real life you typically have a spotter or someone on the outside of the car telling you where to go. So for me, Spintires is most realistic when you are acting as the spotter for the driver, meaning using the exterior camera. So that, I think, is what we're going to do. I may give the interior camera a whirl, possibly, but more than likely I'll use the exterior camera just because I know that was the most fun, for me anyways, on the original Spintires. So let's try this out. Start the challenge? Yes. Guys, I am actually using a Xbox controller. I am not using the wheel. You can use the wheel and pedals in this game, but I think I'm going to, at least for starting out, I'll probably use my controller, and when I get more familiar with the game, I will then possibly change over to the wheel. So let's see here. We want to start the engine. We're off here. Let's see here. I don't need to be in advanced mode. Alright, so there should be, let's look around here, there's nothing. As far as I can tell, this game looks pretty much exactly like the original Spintires. There may be slightly better graphics, but it looks kind of hazy, to be honest. I'm not sure why it looks like that. Maybe they're trying to let me know there's something I'm supposed to be doing right in this area. But anyways, let's see here. Okay, so let's go to the map. Alright, that's where we are, and we are wanting to get to there. Alright, so let's do it. Oh, parking brake is on. B for releasing the parking brake, and we are off. Alright, so the cameras, I'm noticing, because I did test this out a little bit, they're still a little bit weird. Spintires, that's one of its not great deals, is that the camera, it kind of has a mind of its own, and so what ends up happening is it wanders a little bit. But as far as physics goes with off-roading, guys, this is one of the most realistic games that I've ever played as far as off-roading goes. If you've ever had any interest in off-roading at all, this is definitely a game you want to pick up. Plus, it's really not that expensive. It's a pretty reasonably priced game for the fun you can get out of it. Oh, are we getting stuck here? So you really, the physics of the game, see, they do allow you to get stuck, and you have to kind of work your way out. See, that rock is holding me up right there, so it's very realistic. Try to get up on that dry stuff. See how the camera's a little bit wonky? Alright, what are our options? We don't have a diff lock or all-wheel drive, so we're just working with what we're working with here. Gonna try to back up. Try not to bog us down in this hole here. But look, even the water effects. That's what I've always liked about Spintires, is the water and everything just looks incredibly realistic. And I am getting myself hung up. We may have to winch ourselves out because I am just digging a hole. But it's very cool to show you guys that most off-roading games, most 4x4 games or whatever, you literally cannot get stuck. But that's not the case in Spintires. If you booger up the situation like I just did, you do get stuck. Let's see. Let's go to advanced. Let's attach a winch to something. Let's see here. Select a winch source. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So, let's see. I don't remember how to... Okay, so let's see here. How do you winch? Y winches. There we go. So that should get us out of there. So that's it. There is a realism. Yes, this is not a racing game, guys. I am aware of that. And it's not very fast-paced, but it's very, very realistic because the physics of off-roading are on point. Am I not far enough out of here? Yeah, I'm still hung up. So this is the type of game that you have to be very strategic in a way. So let's go to advanced mode again. Let's attach another winch. Let's select a winch source. Okay, let's see. And this is a little bit different in that the way the winch works is slightly different than the original Spintires, and I think we've got ourselves out there. Alright. So now we can go back to advance, release the winch, and I think we're good now. So let's see here. Wow, this is pretty tough. I'm having a heck of a time here, guys. Alright, let's take a look around. Let's see what we can do here. I don't want to keep winching. So yeah, while this is, like I keep saying that, while this is a very slow-paced game, there's a lot of strategy that I probably didn't implement enough of. Wow, I'm stuck. So we're gonna have to winch again. Good lord. All right, so let's go to advanced mode. Let's attach a winch point. So that's all I can do there. So we're gonna winch ourselves out. I'm not gonna actually spin the tires at all because I think what I'm doing when I'm spinning the tires is I'm really just destroying the ground. Make sure I'm not getting too close to that tree there. Alright, so now we're going to have to be careful. Advanced mode, release the winch. Let's see. Like I said, I mentioned this a couple times, guys. The camera is a little wonky, but we made it. Okay, there we go. So we are back in business, I think. See, this would be just about impossible from the interior cam because you can't see your depth perception and things. Alright, so it wants me to back up to that trailer, and I can do that. This would be nearly impossible from the other camera angle. And if you think this is taking me a long time to complete now, just imagine if I was trying to do this with the interior camera. Man, I could barely get through here. If it has me going back the same way, I could barely get through. Okay, advanced mode. Change truck, attach truck, nope. How do you... Am I attached? Nope. I wonder how you attach the... It's telling me to go in advanced mode. I don't want to attach the winch. Okay, so select, attach semi-trailer. Yep, there we go. So the controls are slightly different. Alright, let's look at the map real quick. I'm here. Where am I trying to get to now? My destination's over there, and there's no longer an arrow letting me know where to go. So I do have to go back from where I came from. It's going to be difficult to get through there. We'll kind of try to keep up our speed. So I'm going to turn right out of here, go back where I came from. Then I'm going to turn right again, run the highway, and then bust a left. So let's see what we got here. Maybe the weight from the trailer will help us out a little bit. Alright, we're going to go to the left. I stupidly went through that hole. This is not the truck for that kind of hole. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What happened there? Well, apparently I just turned on the, I don't know how I changed the camera angle, but we'll stick with this for a little bit. See how it goes. So I definitely do not need to stop in this hole. Oh, we're struggling. We're struggling. When I get on the asphalt, then I'll decide which way I'm supposed to go. I think I was supposed to take a right. Was that correct? Yeah. Okay. So I'm not really even sure how I changed the camera angle, but we changed it somehow. So I'd like to go back. The camera angle... Okay, so hitting the left... Okay. So, pressing down on the left thumbstick is what changes the camera. Maybe we'll go back to that while we're driving down the road, because it actually works better for that. Oh, shoot. Did I pass? I didn't realize. Okay, so the maps are very small. I didn't realize the maps were that small. So now we're going to have to back up. Lovely. And we're going to do it like this. Luckily, I've had quite a bit of practice backing up trailers in American Truck Simulator. And in real life as well. I've done a lot of backing of trailers in real life. So what happened there, guys, was the map is just a lot smaller than I thought it was. And I went right past where I was supposed to turn. So, sorry about that. And as I was saying earlier, before I started going the wrong way, the interior camera angle is not that great. I can't even remember, to be honest with you, if any of the standard in-game trucks had an interior camera view in the regular Spintires. It may have. Let's see. Let's stop here. I don't think there's any kind of timeline or time limit. So I'm going to take a left here. Yep. The mirrors clearly do not work, so I can't see what's behind me. And in Spintires, the standard game, there was a... hold on, let me stop real quick. So, yeah, okay. So you can. So if you mash down on the right thumbstick, you've got automatic mode, right? Then you've got 1+, okay, which is like a fast mode, which we got a trailer so we can't use. And then there's a 1, which is just going to be, I think, like a crawling gear. Yep, that's what that is. And then there's reverse. So we're just going to put it back into automatic here. But I forgot about that. That probably would have helped us out when I was getting hung up in the mud earlier. Sometimes if you use that granny gear is what I call it, or that crawling gear, it gets through the mud a little bit better. Even with a rear wheel drive like this. Alright, so what I'm going to do is just get a little check. Yep. Okay, so up here there's going to be a... I'm going to take my next right. And I know this is a little slower pace than we're normally used to, guys, but I thought it would be a nice change to add to the channel. I'm enjoying it, at least. Alright, so this right here, one of the things was to not hit any cars. So I've already used the exterior camera angle one time, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use it again just to ensure, or hopefully ensure, that I don't hit any cars with my trailer. I just saw that truck move, but that's not because I hit it, I didn't think. We're plenty clear on the on our right hand side. Let's just check this out here. It's one of the objectives, and I've already killed the other objective from using the cockpit camera. It's tight. I think we made it, so we'll go back to cockpit now. There's my explanation of how the physics work, guys, because that extra weight, and I hate to stop right here, but I got to look at the map. The extra weight of having the trailer on the back definitely helps out. So it appears to be straight in front of us. Let me see if I can zoom in here a little bit. So I'm going to follow my path around to the right. Okay, so this way. So, you know, the interior camera is not that bad. It just doesn't showcase how good the game is visually. Like when you're in that interior camera, you miss all the real-time mud, you know, the ground textures and things like that that change in real time as you go over it. You don't see as much of that from the in-cockpit camera. And that's why I prefer driving from the outside. And so I'm going to see if, let's put it in 1 and see if that helps us out. Yeah, so that I feel like I've got more traction in that crawling or granny gear. So I guess here we're just going to pull into this little circle, and I'm assuming that's the end. And that should be the first challenge. Whether or not we'll pass it, I don't know. Okay, so we got to back it in over there. Alright, we can do that. And this would be nearly impossible without, because there's no mirrors on the truck. So you would just be guessing. Let's see if we can, I'm going to jackknife this bad boy. Whoa, almost hit that tree. That was close. I don't want to go too far out into the woods here. Alright, so let's go in reverse. Come on, come on. Turn that trailer. Turn that trailer. This may take us a couple tries for sure. Wow. Yeah. So it'll take a slight adjustment, but we'll get it. Alright, so we're going to straighten up. Put it back in first. Just kind of get the trailer straightened up a little bit. What we're getting. That mud's going to make it a little bit difficult. So far, this is pretty much, other than a few differences in controller settings, this is almost identical to Spintires, which I really enjoyed. So I am sure I will enjoy this game. And I'm very happy that they finally made a version compatible and available on consoles, because a lot of people, you really miss out on some of the best games if you play on consoles that are only compatible with the PC. And I'm very, very glad. Still not straight as I want to be. I may be trying a little bit too much here, you know, getting it a little too perfect, but I'm sure it will allow a little less straight of an entry into where you're supposed to back it up, but I'm just going to make sure I do it right. Because I'm picky myself is all. Whoa, sorry about that. Is that it? What I'll do is I'll back it and then pull it straight through. Yeah, that's what I'll end up doing. Alright. I mean, I've got it in the spot they want it, just about. I thought I had it close enough earlier. There we go. Detached trailer. Perfect. Awesome. Drive away from the trailer to complete the challenge. Boom. Alright, you completed the challenge. Oh, I only completed 1 star out of 3. I knew I was not going to get the cockpit camera, but I also must have driven on the wrong side of the road, and that was probably counted when I crossed over and forgot to make my turn, and then when I was turning around there, I definitely was on the wrong side of the road. May have been a couple other spots anyways, but yeah, but that was pretty cool. So it took 18 minutes to do that. Wow. Yeah, so this is not a very fast-paced game, guys, but what it is, it combines driving with strategy, which that's exactly what real off-roading is. It's driving slowly and your strategy to make it through various obstacles, and that to me is a lot of fun, and so that's why I wanted to try out this game. So whether you are on console, Xbox, PlayStation, or the PC, this game is available right now. So go check it out, grab it for yourself. It's not very expensive, and I think it will give you hours of fun. And it's not that constant stress and strain of going so fast, sim racing and things like that. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Click that like button if you did. And I'm going to end this one here, but we'll do more of this for sure. We've got some more sim racing videos coming as well, just like always. So thanks so much for joining in, guys. I will see you in the next video.